Okay, what we have here is the first step of the MyFlyDream manual tilt. What I've done is programmed an Arduino to read the signal from the potentiometer and control the servo. What we've got here is a servo tester, and that's simulating the tracker's output. So if we switch it to the tracker's output, I've put it in cycles so you can physically see something moving. So this is the tracker telling it to go through the sky, point to wherever it wants, wherever the plane is, should I say. But when you're not using the tracker as a tracker, I want to be able to manually pan and tilt it so I can use it just as a tripod ground station. That's no problem. You press offline and you've got full control over pan. You just turn it wherever you want. Great. The problem is that tilt is fixed to 45 degrees, and I don't want that. I want to be able to control it wherever I want. So I've put this switch in to switch between tracker mode and potentiometer mode, and when we do that, we can then control what angle on the potentiometer the tracker will point to. So as you can see, I can turn it wherever I want, so we can follow the plane in the sky. As it's flying further and further away, can reduce the tilt down until it's pointing straight ahead, or when it's closer in, get the angle up, and then when it's that close in, it doesn't matter, it'll pick it up anyway. So yeah, popping this inside the tracker so the switch and the potentiometer are next to each other, and yeah, instead of the battery and the servo tester, that'll be plugging straight into the output of the tracker to feed 5 volts to everything. So let's see it in action. Okay, right, we've now got the equipment inside. I've got it hanging out so I can tune it. Got the switch for the tilt, the potentiometer, and as you can see, it moves it around, but it moves it too much, both ways. That's ridiculous. And when I point it that way, it goes that way, so it's all backwards. So first thing we need to do is make sure this arm's correct. So when we have it in, when we put it in the right mode again, we know that's pointing straight ahead, which it is because I've adjusted it. That's 45 degrees. That's at rest, straight ahead. So I know that's right. That's at rest, so that's right. So I put it in offline mode. We can now flick it over to the potentiometer, and now we can tune the potentiometer because now I know where 0 is. So with our sketch, we have our values 0 to 1023. I know that's wrong. 1023 takes the servo too fast. So what we'll do is we will do 1500 to scale it differently. It's also the buttons the potentiometer's going the wrong way around, so 0 to 180 degrees is wrong anyway, but because it's the wrong way around, you want to reverse it. Now looking at that, it goes far too far down, so we'll do 135 degrees instead of 0, and then instead of 180, it was going too far back, so we'll do -10. We'll reflash that, which will just take a couple of seconds. Here it goes. And we're done. And now when I turn it forward, that should go forward. There we go. And now it's horizontal when I've put it fully forward. When I tilt it back, it goes back and it stops at 90 degrees. So there you go, there's the trimming done. Obviously I didn't just guess those numbers, I've had a quick play with it to find out which ones there were. But yeah, so that's the sketch uploaded, and that is my tilt, now fully controllable, off a potentiometer, and then flick it back to tracking mode when I want it. Excellent.